Now it's time for the realm of bizarre news, but first the trivia question of the day. Let me extricate it here from its paper prison. The question: what is a group of hippos called? This is multiple choice, inverse alphabetical order. Is that a wedge, sloth, raft, float, drift, crash, or bloat? Now the only prize for the correct answer is one pat on the back that you'll have to administer to yourself. If you want $1 million, call Meredith Vieira. But please, please do not call us. We do not have any operators to take your calls, and we certainly can't afford prizes. Certainly not $1 million. I'll take a sip of water and be back with the correct answer. Really hits the spot. Okay, I'm calling time. Let's take a look at the 7 possible answers for a group of hippos. Is that a wedge, a sloth, a raft, a float, a drift, a crash, or a bloat? And is that your final answer, a float? No, it's a bloat. And for the record, you have a wedge of swans, sloth of bears, raft of otters, float of crocodiles, drift of hogs, and crash of rhinos, just in case you're ever on that millionaire show. Now, speaking of hippos, down in Johannesburg, South Africa, a family has adopted Jessica, a young female hippo. And she actually comes in and sits on the sofa, watches TV, sleeps on a mattress on the veranda, and is so intelligent she can open the front door with her mouth. And this is unprecedented. Hippos are usually unfriendly and not thought to be intelligent. In fact, you know that 150 people are killed yearly in Africa by hippos, more than combined from snakes, crocodiles, and lions. Hippos have bad tempers and keep ramming bulls. Though they don't eat people, they kill them. So this is an exception. Jessica, the friendly hippo. Now, for the secrets concerning the jaw of T-Rex. Recently at Montana State University, they analyzed all of the existing jaws of T-Rex and his relatives. He had the most powerful jaw of any creature on our planet. But they found that 30% of those jaws had serious lesions and also tumors. That poor T-Rex might have even suffered from cancer of the jaw. Poor baby. Now, how would he have sounded when he was in agony? Let's find out. The agony of this would be as follows. Oh, poor baby. That's from jaw pain, from lesions and tumors. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Now, here's a spider, but it has nothing to do with spiders, actually, but rather caterpillars discovered in Hawaii. 99.9% of all caterpillars are vegetarians. 0.1% will eat tiny insects. But in Hawaii, they discovered a new caterpillar that actually, like a spider, spins a cocoon around snails it finds on branches. It then traps the snail, enters its shell, and devours it. Yes, and let's see it in action right here. We have the photo, the caterpillar in orange, the poor snail yellow-greenish. Now, when the caterpillar undergoes metamorphosis, it becomes this beautiful moth, orange and black with a red eye, but it only eats nectar. It's not voracious once it becomes a moth. The first time they've ever discovered such a voracious caterpillar. Beyond belief. Now, we have here a set of false teeth, and this pertains to a man in Taiwan who for 3 years was suffering chest pain and finally developed pneumonia. They operated on him, and you know what they discovered? The lower portion of his dentures. 3 years earlier, he had an accident. He fell down, and then he suddenly lost his dentures. He had no idea that he had swallowed the lower half of his dentures that got stuck in his bronchial tube. 3 years before they were finally discovered. Ow! And here we have a snake in Jharkhand, India. A Hindu priest was feeding milk to a king cobra. He did that every day. Suddenly, for no reason at all, the cobra bit him. And you know what happened? The priest survived, but the cobra died. Beyond belief. And here we have a TP tube. This reminds me of a study from Bristol University in England. They wanted to find out what color car birds like to bomb, like to leave their droppings on. Out of 2,000 cars, they found the vast majority of cars hit were white. Birds like to dump on white cars. Least favorite color by birds, navy blue and black. So anyone out there with white cars, you might want to get them painted and stop those dirty birds. And that's it for this edition of the Realm of Bizarre News.